After waking in my potentially haunted hotel, I discover once again there's nobody around. There's cars outside, still no sign of a person, at least until this truck comes along. Today is a day off, so we're going to take a wander around Haines, mostly away from the downtown area. But I should really tell you why we're here. It's because this is the closest point where I can get the Alaskan ferry back to the state of Washington. Problem is, it's been booked up for 3 months. So I'm standby. And if I can't get on the boat, I start hatching a plan that if I have to drive back through Canada, this bus might be an option. Once again, plenty of campers here, not a soul around. What's going on here? Anyway, I find a little nature walk back in the forests. Quite neat and tidy. Still no one around. But then I find evidence that something has been around. Suddenly walking around in this forest doesn't seem like the best idea. I get slightly paranoid that a bear is going to pop out at any moment, so slowly get out of there. And I do find a decent cup of coffee at the mountain market. Our friend from yesterday still seems to be around. Still seems pleased to see me. We go by the distillery and head down to the water, down to the cruise ship dock, and then further down the road towards the bay. It used to be you were allowed to pitch a tent on the grass here. Someone still found a way to be stealthy, but they've stopped that for now. Fort Seward, built in 1902. Is on the south end of the square where the hotel is, so we take a look. The door's open, but I don't think they're quite ready for visitors. Beautiful building, though. In the center of the square lies the old field kitchen, which operates as a restaurant on the weekends. True to form, it's raining again, so I buy myself a proper waterproof jacket at the outfitters, then wander off for dinner. You see a lot of these in Alaska, these right-hand drive Japanese market, little small K cars or K trucks. I treat myself to a decent dinner because I got no idea what happens tomorrow.
Yeah. They're German, they're called Fuel Friends, and they can't legally be sold as fuel bottles. Yeah. But they are absolutely rock solid. Yeah. Like there's no give in them whatsoever. Yeah.
Alright, we are headed for the ferry terminal in Haines after a lovely stay here. A really nice place. Only a couple of options for places to eat, you know. Sunday everything's shut, pretty much. But we have resupplied with a few things. Oh, cruise ship came in, by the way. It's that big thing over there. And we're on a 4-mile ride up to the Alaskan ferry terminal to beg them for a place on the boat. We have a passenger ticket, but no vehicle ticket. So, this is a problem because I can tell there's people crossing the road, but I can barely see them through the visor. We've got to get some anti-fog stuff on this. Mountain Market, decent cup of coffee here. Oh, in case you're planning a trip like this or want to use this ferry system, it no longer goes up to Whittier, so there's no way to get to the main part of Alaska without traveling through Canada to get to, let's say, Anchorage. And there's zero way of knowing if they'll actually let me on this boat. You might think you could just fit a motorcycle on anywhere, but all the slots assigned for motorcycles have been taken up 3-4 months ago, and we don't know how many others are on standby. I will tell you that this ferry system, while incredibly convenient, is expensive. And before I even tell you what it costs, just know that half of it is subsidized by the state of Alaska. So if you want to get a car on this boat, you're talking 4 figures. I didn't know communal jigsaws were a thing. We have checked in over at the ferry terminal. We're number 5 on standby. Which, if the first fellow had called up had said, just come and wait and we'll see if we get you on. If he'd actually said what the second woman said, is buy the ticket for the passenger, then we'll know you're serious. And we'll do our best. I need number 7. Are there any numbers here? Let's go look for numbers. Seven. This is this. Yeah, if he'd given me the right information first time, I would have been further up the wait list. So, this is the standby lane. I later found out that I'm position 5, but numbers 3 and 4 haven't turned up. Oddly enough, I have to say I didn't feel that anxious. We'd either get on the boat, or we'd ride through Canada. It was just going to be what it was going to be. It was kind of good to see a few other people in the same position, though. Now, this is the MV Connaught. Built in 1988, got 109 cabins for 2 or 4 people, can carry 750 people and 80 vehicles, and I'm hoping to be one of them. Obviously there's no cabins available, so we will be sleeping on the deck, and travel time will be 72 hours. Don't tell me they're fitting that bus on. But not us. We could fit in that bus. And you're seeing this right. A school bus did turn up last minute, and did manage to get on. But thankfully, so did we. Hello. Yep, 1 sec. Did you need ID as well? Or? Oop.
Awesome. Make sure you keep this, because if you get off in any port between here and Bellingham, you'll need this ticket.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much. I might suggest to the Alaskan ferry service expending in perhaps a second piece of tape would be helpful. Just when things are looking really good, I'm given a piece of information. No one had thought to mention this before, but because we're standby, potentially we have to offload at every port and can only get back on if there's space on the boats. Boat traffic takes priority.
You're gonna have to get off in Juneau, you know? They told you that already?
No.
Well, you'll have to get back off and get back on in Juneau again.
But you will let me back on?
I don't know. That's his thing. It all depends on how full we are. But since you're standby, we need to make room for confirmed traffic. So I don't know what the road looks like.
Ah, okay.
You're a motorcycle, so you got a better chance than most people. I would say you're probably.
Okay. So you heard that right. And especially if I was in a car, standby, I would have to offload in Juneau and wait to see if I get back on. And if not, you're spending 8 days in Juneau, because that's when the next boat turns up. And you'd be standby for that one too.